the heart of business is always the family business. Without family business, basically there is no business. Every organization, no matter where they are, it's owned by somebody, very often a family. Oktara Debates is going to continue our discussion on family business. Today we have Umer Farooq from Islamabad, and we are going to be talking about that how their 40, 50-year-old business in the flower and textile have flourished, and what are the new challenges and new exciting opportunities. Most importantly, when there are also other competitors, there are regional issues and so on. Our objective is to raise the bar of the conversation and try to find out that how new technologies, new deployment, new alliances, new funding opportunities, and new education and leadership training can help small businesses grow larger on a faster pace. Umer, I'm so delighted. Thank you so much for coming to Expathon and in this, our debate. What is the number one issue when you have such an establishment, such an history? A lot of people say they are always looking for funding. Some people say they are looking for new knowledge. Some people say they're looking for new alliances or new markets. What would you say that some of your challenges are in your business, and how are you planning to tackle them, and what kind of new venues or new windows you're trying to open towards that growth? Please share some thoughts.
Thank you very much. First of all, I will say that mostly there are 80 to 90% business are here in family-owned businesses. And the problems you are saying that we're facing are that people want to do new things. The new generation is coming in this business with their skills, but they have no proper training regarding the specific business in which they are going. They go for the education, abroad education, but they from the universities they get the similar education, but not specific the field which they are going in their family businesses. And the other thing, regarding the financing, I will say that if the government give the good financial services to the business, especially to the family businesses, it will be by this way the growth of the country will, I think, it will be increase in the business.
It's very true, and we hear it all the time, that people realize that in the old days, if you were in textile and somebody got a training in advanced textile, that was a real blessing for the business, and the business took off. Today, with so much computerization and so much advanced technology, education is more required on how to understand the business, how to make business strategies and decision, not the technology. Technology is coming to us like a river, and it's overflowing in all directions. So you don't really need to be a technical wizard. You just got to know where to push the button to get that technology for that purpose. But the question is, how do you know which button to push and when, and what technology to adopt? And this is the kind of training and education which, unfortunately, universities are no longer capable to provide that. This is what we call strategic thinking, leadership, and this is what we call collaborative alliance, ideas that how you work with soft power ideas and how you put them together. We have discussed the role of hard asset thinking. What is hard asset thinking? If you are in the flower business, you get up in the morning, you go to the factory, you go to the office, and you see that as your main occupation. And then it gets you busy because you have got all those operational procedures that are attached to it. The more busy you become, the more it pulls you away from the soft power ideas and you get trapped into it. So now you're running a factory operation completely top to bottom, packaged into that, and you miss out the opportunities because the opportunities of the future are in the soft power asset management. And what is soft power asset management? Is imagination, vision, ideas, knowledge, collaboration, creating alliances, creating new product development, creating new markets, creating those. It is crucial. It's a most difficult challenge right now in Pakistan for the 5,000, 10,000 mid-sized businesses to stop the press and say, wait a minute, I think I need some time to figure this out, because they are so busy in the hard asset procedures that they have no time for soft asset mentality. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I will 100% agree with that. It's very nice you have views that we from the daily life we are like roaming in one thing. We go in the factory, that's it, and we have no time and no things for the new ideas, for the new things. We are doing the same thing, the hard. You say that we soft ideas. We have no time to do this. And if we thing provided by this of some training or something, then we can think we can grow the business in very good speed. If we know this knowledge and somebody have to give the ideas like this, how to do the thing.
Sure. Like you are in the flower business, and in that business, if you were to go into buy products, if you were to introduce pasta, if you introduce cookies, you can open your market from GCC to 50, 100 countries, you can package it differently, you can come up with new products and so on. But in order to do that, you require freedom from all those procedural things, to concentrate on it, and then to mobilize the family in that direction so that everybody can see the same picture and to get consensus and to get the agreement. We recognize all these problems, and that's what in our next program we are talking about, that how families can go through what we call transformational change, where the leadership, the whole family, will sit together and try to go through some processes and say, this is where we are, this is our vision, and now we can possibly go here, here, and there, and there, and there, and then adapt a plan and procedure and then work on it systematically and slowly. Those family businesses that survive 3, 4, 5 generations, they only do it because they create professional organization as they go along. But if it's only a boss and ownership mentality, that creates family conflicts and that creates arguments and discussions and whatnot. So we come from a society where every major organization today was once a family business. Every single one of them. We can mathematically prove that no business is started without a person who was not a member of a family. I mean, that's what it is. So now these organizations grew, and then they became powerful, and then as a result of that, they created all that. You have serious challenges, but as a active member of Chamber of Commerce, I think what Oktara Debate is trying to do is to bring the bridge it together. So bring family business training and bring corporate management training of leadership, and to bring it to 50 or 100 members or 200 members of the Chamber of Commerce on a very organized basis and systematically deliver it as a regional mandate. And for that mandate, we are seeking alliances with the PTI. We are sitting here right across the prime ministers and the National Assembly offices and so on. And some of the people who in the PTI listening to that see that because their thinking is aligned to what the small businesses are trying to do. We are challenging right now in our debates that Pakistan can do $1 billion export a day. $1 billion export a day. We can mathematically prove it that it can be done. We can also show some of the problems, and we can talk about the blueprint that why it is not done. Pakistan has got talented people, beautiful produce, beautiful raw material, free technology available all around us, and 100 nations that are ready to receive us. So where is the problem? Those are our challenges, and I would love to have your comments and your thoughts that how chamber and the role of the chamber could also play a significant role in this.
Yeah, the Islamabad Chamber, especially I'm representing the Islamabad Chamber of Commerce, it will play a big role in this because there we are dealing with many industries like textile, steel, flour, and other industries. But the people, they are not aware of the ideas, these new ideas and these things. They have finances, they have manpower, but the new ideas which they need for to multiply the business are not there. And we can organize a meeting with the big the industrialists here, the manufacturers, to have to listen to this OCTRA, to your debates and the ideas you people have. And lastly, I will say that like the PTI government, you are saying that they are trying to run the country in a new directions, new ideas, new things, and it is a very good sign.
And you know, this discussion, what you and I are doing, being watched by members of various Chamber of Commerces across Pakistan and overseas, and trade commissioners of Pakistan overseas and embassies and so on. This is live debate and live discussion. What our goal is that if we can raise the bar of discussion, bring out service options and bring out technology and leadership options, if we bring them together, then it will dramatically help and it can create that transition. But I look forward to continue our discussion in our other debates. I look forward to have your quorum and your directors participate into these discussions. And very soon, we would like to do a focus Islamabad Chamber of Commerce event that would be tied down to 100, 200 of the local manufacturers on that. And I want to thank you for coming on such a short notice, and it was very interesting, and we wish you great success ahead. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
We will continue our discussion as we go along.